I don't know about you, but I've been cocooning for a while. And I notice a lot of other people have been too. So if you have been, this video is for you specifically. I'm glad it found you, if it happens to be you. I've been cocooning for a while, and I'm not just talking about like winter cocooning and coming out this, now that it's spring. I'm talking about like longer than that, quiet, not sharing as much, not posting content for a long time. And I feel as though there are a lot of people who've been in the same place, and I think that it has been a almost cultural pull for a certain percentage of the population to go inward and really try to integrate a lot of karmic lessons, a lot of life lessons, a lot of accumulated experiences in order to really um, break it down into something that can be used powerfully in the next season. And if this video resonates with you, then what I'm about to say might as well. And that is that I've personally been feeling a very strong, growing nudge to emerge again. That the cocooning has gone on long enough. For me personally, it doesn't mean that it has to have for you. But what I want to talk a little bit about is how I know that, how I know that it is time. And the way that I've been experiencing it is like a little bit like growing out of a coat that fits too small. So it's sort of like feeling a little confined, feeling like there's not enough space for my soul, really. Whereas when I needed to cocoon, I knew it was the right thing because I felt as though everything felt too big. Everything felt too loud, and there was too much in here that needed me. So I think all of that to say that our bodies will send us signals all the time about when it is a season to go inward and when it is a season to reemerge. And I think that these ebbs and these flows are a lot like the tide, that they're really a part of nature and that they're really essential for us to be integrating our experiences as we go. But the problem is that societally, there's not a lot of permission for that. And so, if you're getting signals from your body, for example, to cocoon, there may be a lot of pressure to really just keep grinding. And then you miss the opportunity to really go inward and figure out what it is that's meant to come next for you. In tarot, there's a card called the Hermit, and this is the whole purpose of that card is to signal it's time to sort of like hold your little light and go into the hills and find your cave and go in there and get the knowledge that you need that's in here. What you need is in here. Um, I currently feel the pull to emerge. And it, how I was saying that it is this tight coat feeling, you might also say that it's like how a caterpillar might feel kind of when it's time to come out of the chrysalis. That is this like sense that there's no room. It's just going to happen. It's going to be that butterfly is going to be delivered from that cocoon, kind of whether it wants to or not. And when that nudge comes, I really want to encourage you to allow that as well. To let yourself step back out and really like it may take some work, right? Because the cocoon is comfortable until it's not, right? And speaking personally, I really feel like I lost my voice in the cocoon. Like I don't want to say I've had to, I am having to retrain my voice to learn that it's okay to hear myself speak in this way, to that it's okay to have something to say, that it's okay to post content again, but it's never going to be the way it was before because there's too much that there are too many ways that I've changed. And I have to get used to that as well. That some of what I used to post about may be different. Some of what I used to have to say may be different. I'm having to unearth a lot of what who I used to be. That's what this process is really a lot about, is fine tuning and honing into the core essence of who you're becoming, and really digging all of it up so that you can get to that. And then letting it be sort of like soil in your hands. Like, what am I going to do with this? Where am I going to plant this? What's this going to become for me? And I also do think that listening to the body's cycles about when it is time to cocoon or hermit and when it is time to come back out again really allows us to get in flow with spirit. That, like, when we're going inward, when I've needed to go inward, and sometimes it's been for longer than I'm comfortable with, but when I've needed to, it's when I've received the most powerful messages about myself from God, from my relationship with spirit. It's when I've really received the biggest, most powerful ahas and downloads, and um, the most clarity about what it is I need to be doing. And so if I hadn't let myself take that time, I wouldn't be able to hear it. And so I guess another little takeaway that I'm picking up on for myself personally is, even when I'm re-emerging, I want to maintain some nugget of like quiet, of enough cocoon that is integrated into my day to day so that I can keep that clear line of communication open with spirit. I don't want to lose that. I want to be able to give myself permission to carve out enough quiet time. And I'm not just talking about the time you're in the shower or the time when you're falling asleep in bed or the time when you turn off the radio and you're driving in your car. I'm talking about lingering silence, lingering quiet time to listen inward, which is a form of communication with spirit. And you will find information for you there. So, my goal moving forward as I try to emerge, one of them, is to consistently keep showing up until it's time to hermit again, but to allow myself to retrain myself to show up and be outward again, but while also still holding on to that powerful thread of connection, that's really not a thread, that's like a power cord of connection that I've cultivated with spirit, so that I can continue to feel nourished and fed and in touch with and in communication with my highest knowing and my biggest source of love. Because I need that. If I'm going to move forward in a powerful way, I'm going to need to be fueled by that. And I just wanted to sort of share that. And I hope that it reached you at a time that was helpful. And I'm sending you lots of love.